Welcome back to Casual Bias Rugby. I've just heard some of the most outrageous info, and you would never say it. But Jake looks out of breath because he's just come back from a run. And as he just said himself, it's not from the ice cream truck. He actually went on a jog. Bro,
No.
Have you been slimming down?
Well, no, not really, but that's my intention going forward.
It makes you feel better after you devour a pizza tonight.
Yeah, well, I had a couple of burgers at lunch, so I had to do it, really. But, I need to get in shape before summer, don't I? So, I mean, the only time I really run in winter is...
You're looking to pick up some partners and get in the right shape when you go and watch the British and Irish Lions tour in Australia.
Exactly. I can't, like, if they see that I'm not an England Lions fan and all the fat ones are English, I can't have that. So I've got to try and look slim.
Yeah, and you're scared to have tits because they might misgender you.
Anyway,
people, welcome back. We've got some big news, and Jake's actually going to hear it now for the first time, unless he's been looking at the group as well. But I want to give a shout out. I'm actually disappointed that I didn't think about it myself, but I want to give a shout out to Sam Lee Fever, just Sam Fever, right? Or Sam Lefevre, might be a French guy. He's made the recommendation of us starting a Discord chat. Now, for the people that don't know Discord, right, just download the app. It's totally free, right? I'm speaking a bit to the older generation, but it will have a rugby community there. And that's kind of what the fan forum of Casual Bias Rugby and Casual Bias Rugby as a whole is based around. Because we always hear about these from these pundits or ex-rugby players and stuff. But I wanted to kind of build a forum where all fans get involved of the game. We don't really talk about the analytical side of the game, but we just basically talk shit. And we've in the process of building this Discord channel where you'll get notified of all creators' posts when it goes out. You'll be able to give your opinion, chat to us personally, and those type of things on this Discord channel. Just really building a rugby community to get everyone together from all across the world and stuff. So it's a great thing, and we do appreciate Sam for sending it through and making the suggestion. That's really what everything is built around, just getting us all together to talk about the game, because we do banter, we do talk shit, but in the end we just talk about the game that we so much love and adore. But that was heartfelt. That doesn't usually get done on this channel. But please do remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Go to Jake's TikTok and YouTube. Go show him some love and support, covering all things England, all things international and franchise rugby. The guys all over the place. But Jake, back to business.
Yes, also back to thanking Sam Lefevre for saying that on a community sort of video group comments and not on Divan's own little individual videos. So clearly wants to talk to us and not so much him. So thank you, Sam, for that recommendation.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
That came out of the blue. My channel. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, obviously we appreciate Sam for the recommendation, and we are in the process of building that. So we'll share the link as soon as we have it. We'll all promote it wherever we can, and it will probably be out, let's say, end of next week. I don't want to put a date on it yet, but I just did. Whoops. Anyway, quarterfinal time, Jake.
Yeah. Neither
one of us as a dog in this fight.
No.
Which makes this the best to talk about.
Does it?
Because now we're unbiased.
I guess so.
You hate every team, so you just base it all on vibes. We're starting off Friday night.
Yes.
Leinster versus Glasgow. How good would this game have been if this was played in Glasgow, though?
I mean, all right. But I mean, do they get the Aviva in Leinster? I guess they are, right? Because it's too short notice.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, bro. Because it was... I know they have the Aviva, they have the RDS, and they didn't play at one of the two, but they played at Croke. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they're playing at Croke again. Right. I'm not too sure. Let me see. Will you be able to see the stadium over here?
But you look that up because I'm excited to talk about it.
Aviva. It says
Divan.
that on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is probably one I'm most excited to watch in a way, because I've heard a lot from, as a Premiership fan, a lot from URC fans talking up the URC, and I don't believe Leinster played their strongest team against the likes of the Bulls and Glasgow in the URC. So this will be interesting because they will play a full strength Leinster team, and it's in Dublin. So let's see how Glasgow go up against them here in this occasion.
Yeah. Well, this is obviously where you test how good Glasgow really is. Leinster would play their strongest team if it's knockouts in the URC, but they've got so much squad depth that you don't really get to see it too much in the URC. It's obviously a bit of rotation that they do there, but I'm expecting a full strength Leinster team. But if you just look at the way that Glasgow's been performing, right, especially since the start of last season, they'll come out with a fight. And the way that they play, persistent attack, not afraid to take the game to anyone. Like, this just screams game of the weekend for me already. Yeah. It's a massive one. For the URC, it's not great in terms of we're going to lose one of the URC guys.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, you have to back Leinster, right? At home as well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after that performance, we saw how physically dominant they were over Harlequins. I know Harlequins aren't great, but 62-0, clinical, physical, doesn't look like they're going to concede points. And we've spoke about it before, right? Leinster's just shown kind of maturity. They've played kind of international rugby in franchise rugby, and it's worked to charm.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like this Leinster pack will just be too strong for Glasgow. We saw their defence sort of squash Harlequins, so usually not bad at attacking. And then Marcus Smith at 10, and without Tupelotu sort of running that back line for Glasgow, no, they've been okay without him, but I just can't see them getting past Leinster in Dublin.
Yeah. Do you get a feeling like it's a bit sad to say that this might also be like a statement performance by Leinster?
I think so. It's just getting interesting, isn't it? See how much was it Harlequins just really, really poor, or is it just the power of Leinster? Are they going to do this to Glasgow again? I'm just really curious to see how it plays out and what the margin will be.
The thing is, we haven't seen Glasgow really getting overpowered in a very long time. Like they've matched up at all fronts. It's a very well balanced team.
The last team they lost to was Harlequins, wasn't it? Or did they lose in the RC?
I can't remember. If they lose, it'll most likely be when they're traveling down south, because Glasgow won't send their strongest team either.
No.
But yeah, I think it might be a bit of a statement one. Like, I might just back Leinster by about 17 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to go about 25, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I just think they're too good, man. They're so strong. So many internationals, like current internationals. People talk about Harlequins have international, but some of them are done, like Launchbury and Halfpenny. Leinster are just stacked in their prime. I don't know if you want to talk, or we'll just mention it now. We can circle back to it if you want. But URC, Cardiff, had some big news in the last hour or so. I don't know if you want to talk about
Is it official that they're going into administration?
Yeah. The Welsh Rugby Instagram said they're taking
over. It is sad. It is sad. We can quickly have a discussion around it, seeing that it's a URC header that we're talking about. It is sad. I think of all teams, Cardiff has been pretty stable in terms of their performances on the field and stuff. So I was really caught off guard, because obviously I don't know the ins and outs of Welsh rugby necessarily like you guys do there. I didn't know they were struggling that much. So have they come out with the statement that it's going into administration, and have they spoke about what the URC is going to do as a replacement? Are they bringing in another Scottish team, or what are we
temporary administration? I don't know if it's different terminology to South Africa. That means you like have a 6-month plan or 12-month plan to get out of it. Like, you're not done yet, so they'll still continue. And the Welsh Rugby Union has taken over it temporarily, so they won't let Cardiff go down because it's a capital city, I don't think.
Yeah, but it's sad. That's never great for the game. But if you look at the way that the Prem's bounced back, and I think the Prem is very alive at the moment, It's not the end of the world. And who's it off the Premier? Is it London Irish that's coming back?
Worcester.
Is Worcester? Yeah. So I mean, it's not the end of the world. It does give the opportunity for other teams, where the expectations maybe isn't that big to kind of pull through now and work their way up even more. Let's say like your tier 2 franchises or your other club rugby franchise.
What's that for England? In England?
No. Well, for Wales, because obviously one's fallen through, but it's not the end of the world. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, they'll finish the season and they'll probably be in the next season. Like they should be okay. It's just interesting. Will the Welsh eventually cut one team? It could be one of Ospreys or Scarlets, because apparently the Dragons, although they get crap attendances and a crap team, they're quite good financially apparently.
Well, if they go into administration, most of those players would probably go to the other Welsh teams, or they'll go and play in England, which will make the other Welsh team stronger, right? The same as the Rebels with the Waratahs.
Yeah, if they're going to liquidation, administration's not the end necessarily for Cardiff.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not guaranteed, but it's just a sign of the struggles in England and Wales. And I'd like personally, as an outsider, to see another Italian team. I think there's more growth potential there than Scotland, but that's just my opinion.
Oh well, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Bordeaux, Munster, big one. If you look at that performance that Ulster put up against Bordeaux, you look at the Munster performance against all odds.
Yeah.
Are you writing off Munster?
No, but Bordeaux, they're a big team. They get like massive crowds, but you don't feel like they have that. I don't know, that aura about them. You know, like when you watch football, you watch Real Madrid, and I know it's got smashed by Arsenal, but they always seem to do well. It's like Leinster and Toulouse. You just feel like Bordeaux. Even Munster had that a bit. I just feel like Munster might pull through. They did a good game against La Rochelle.
It's just that Munster screams this big match temperament that they know how to get it over the line. Where Bordeaux, the talent, they know how to play rugby and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, it gives me the same vibes as like when the Irish play the Rugby World Cup. No, but I'm not even trying to take the piss, right? Because they are a great team. But for some reason, when it gets to that moment, even if they are better than the team that they're going to play against, because, they've beaten the All Blacks multiple times. But the All Blacks know how to do it in the World Cup. They've won it multiple times. Where Ireland, now it's that moment. And there's the pressure on it. Munster with their back against the wall after a great performance like that.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I'm backing Munster to get it done, like against it all.
But they still got bringing back like BETWAY for Bordeaux.
So what? That's one wing.
Okay, but it's interesting. I don't know the last time Bordeaux made a semi-final, but I know it's been 6 years for Munster. So one of these teams.
They were by far the favourites against Harlequins. They lost to Harlequins.
Yeah, it did. But I'm still going to go Bordeaux. My heart says Bordeaux at home.
I don't really have a preference of who I'll take, right? In terms of who deserves it a bit more, I would say Bordeaux, because I think Bordeaux is the better team. Like if I just went with my head, it would just be Bordeaux. I just get the sneaky feeling. And when that sneaky feeling triggers, it's tough to look the other way. And I'm saying this, last week I said, I just don't see where Munster's winning. I just don't know where they're winning. And they actually fucking did it.
Wow.
So now they've done enough to convince me that they'll actually beat Bordeaux, which is crazy. And I thought Bordeaux, listen, they're going to win it.
It's all about defence, isn't it? They've got to use a defence, Munster. You've got to stop those wings of Penno and BETWAY. I think that they did really well, the Ulster, with their forwards. Like Ty Burn and Coombs going to have really big games, I think.
You know what the bad thing is, right? Like with Bordeaux, I would most likely back them against every one of the other teams because they've beat Toulouse before. I think they match up pretty well against the likes of, for instance, even Leinster. But just something about Munster. There's just something about them. Like Munster against all odds is scary. Munster travels to South Africa and they always get almost all their points. Even if it's a rotated team. They just built differently when the back's against the wall. Let's go Munster by a sneaky 3 points there at the death.
I can see it happening, but I'm gonna say Bordeaux get this because that's gonna happen.
Well, don't say that,
No,
right?
no.
Like you not expecting Bordeaux should win this.
Yeah,
They're not the underdogs. They're playing at home.
I don't care. I'm saying Bordeaux. You go for Munster. I'm going to say Bordeaux still.
You just did it again.
What?
You're saying it like Bordeaux's the underdog. You
No,
go
I'm not,
Munster.
I'm not.
I'll go Bordeaux.
better.
Like Bordeaux's not supposed to win this game.
No, they are supposed to win, but you think Munster are going to win. I'm going to say I can see it happening, but Bordeaux should win this.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. How many points are you going into this one?
Maybe like 7 to 10 points. I think it'll be quite close.
Yeah. Let's go Munster by 2 or 3 points.
Jack Crowley drop goal.
No, not again. They never do it twice in a row. Penalty.
Or Jalibez miss it.
Yeah. him to miss it, and then Jack Crowley, who's been kicking horribly off the tee, he slots it from like 42 meters out, just like from on the right hand side of the post.
He's at like 30% kicking accuracy all game, and then hits it from 45 meters out.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Just like, fuck it, balls to the wall, left footer. There you go.
Right, we've got the best team coming up next. I shouldn't say that, but it's an English team coming up next.
Saints versus Castres. Now, Castres as they've left their WhatsApp group. They're not playing at home.
Okay.
They've been removed for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that they don't get over the line?
Yes, that means they lose.
Saints will fancy their chances for this whole tournament. The way that they've been playing, that performance against Clermont.
It's really funny because I know you don't watch Premiership that much. They've been so...
No, but you told me they weren't great.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's like they turn up in a different team for Europe. And they've been prioritising it now for at least a few weeks at least. But I don't know. They've got weaknesses. Their forward pack isn't beefy enough. That's all.
Yeah, well, the home ground bullies Castres, right? Who we all love and adore, right? But we know at home they're a different breed.
Mm.
They nearly lost to Benetton, but Benetton does like an upset victory.
I think these two played already in the first week of the Champions Cup, and Northampton smashed them. So I can't remember if it was a cash.
They did 38-8.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Northampton should win this by 15 points.
Yeah. This is not writing off Castres. I'm just thinking traveling to Saints, who's pretty much on fire. They've got their form players playing great rugby. Like Clermont's no pushover, and they made that look easy.
Yeah. But then Castres beat Saracens away, so you never know. You never know.
Okay. Maybe Saracens are just bad.
I think so, yeah. Anyway, we got double friendship. It's a bit cruel.
Oh, yeah, banger. Rivalry.
All right, what do you think on this one?
Toulon's been great.
What?
Toulon's been great.
Uh-huh. Go on and say it.
They're not winning, though.
So you like to talk about your gym game. Say it with your big chest.
Toulon's been great. They're not winning this one.
Okay, fine.
No, you have to back Toulouse. I've backed Toulouse from the start to win it again. I'm thinking they go back to back. Toulon was great.
Yeah,
they've been great. But you look at that performance against Saracens. Saracens should have pulled it over the line, first and foremost, right? And that was a Saracens rotated team.
Yeah.
And Toulon was still at home. Now, obviously, home ground will play a massive advantage over here. Mm-hmm. French derby, so you kind of know form goes out of the window. I just don't see how anyone beats this Toulouse team. Because Sale played brilliantly and still lost by, 20 points?
Yeah, but you've got to think Toulon must have a higher ceiling than Sale.
Because they've got Baptiste Seren.
And, Toulouse played that whole game with Caporzo, who's now out. So it's another sort of weakening.
Well, they've got Jack Willis.
Yeah, he was outshone by Ben Curry, but never mind. I don't know. I'm going to go Toulouse, but this is like probably the closest one of the weekend for me, I think. I think so.
That DuPont loss is massive.
Yeah. But
because, like, obviously he's brilliant for France, but he literally runs the show for Toulouse. But there's still so much quality all around.
That, whatever how you say his name, Grau, last week was actually quite good for Toulouse. So but
yeah. But
yeah,
exactly.
But Toulon have got two great nines. You know, they got White and Serron. So it's just, I think Toulouse will edge it. Just
say again.
I think Toulouse will just about edge a win.
Oh, okay.
I think it'll be really close. Like
you love a bit of edging.
Only when it's been done to me.
We'll keep that in. Okay. Toulouse should win it. I'll back Toulouse to do it to finally get Toulon out of here. But Toulon has been very impressive. They will definitely put up a fight. I don't see this as a runaway victory at all. I wish I could be there for this game.
Yeah.
Those crowds are so alive there in France. Like, it's ridiculous. We obviously, for when we watch the Springboks or whatever at Loftus or in Soweto or Ellis Park, it's amazing. But there's something just a bit different about the French crowds that I absolutely love. And it's loud.
I was going to try and go to it because obviously Saracens were at Toulon last week, but like the group I spoke to said they'd run out of like away tickets, whatever. But yeah, I know it always looks great at some of these French stadiums, which is what's some of our rugby ones in the UK need to sort of replicate. But yeah, it looks awesome. But there's no parachutists this week.
No, of course. Yeah, let's hope the transition is a bit more smooth.
Get their little remote control car to bring it on this time, like they usually do.
Yeah, bro, or at least like have some one of those big blow up mattresses at the bottom where they can just cut the ropes and the guy can just plumb it down onto the mattress.
They're gonna carry the ball by drone next time.
Bro, how do you think that guy felt while he was in the air, knowing just like everyone in the stadium is just watching him?
Yeah, no.
Bro, he's just like dangling.
It's hilarious. I love it. It's so French rugby.
The thing is, Jake, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that all the favorites just win. You already know there's going to be an upset. It never works out that the favorites all win. So I had to back Munster to get one.
No, it's fine. I understand it. I think the Toulon is most likely to be an upset, if you want to call that an upset. But I'm still gonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think the most likely one would be Castres.
Really?
Just because if remember you mentioned it yourself, Saints haven't been good in the Prem. What if that just sneaks in one of those performances that they've had in the Prem as well? Because it's not like they went through the Prem and didn't care at all.
No, I get you, but I don't know. I feel like just Toulon and Toulouse knowing each other in a way helps Toulon as an underdog, and at home, I don't know. I just feel like Toulon. I could see him doing it.
Okay. So we're both backing Leinster. I've got Munster, you've got Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Both going on Saints. And then we'll both back Toulouse.
Yeah, I've been very boring.
But none of us are you backing any of these teams to really get smashed? Like a proper statement one.
Well, I think
Leinster maybe a bit.
Yeah, I think 20 points at least over Glasgow. If they turn up like they did last week, they're so good.
Bro, watch how I just said the most likely one would be Castres getting it over Saints. And then Saints put like 50 on them, 50-10.
That's what they do sometimes. That's what they
I know. It makes me scared. That's why I don't always like doing the predictions by putting points on it.
That's what
because I get a feeling with a sneaky one, and then the other team just waxed it by fucking 50 points. It's like, well, what did I think there?
I don't usually say points. I just say who's going to win. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. We'll wrap it up there. Nice and short one.
Jake, do you want to Challenge Cup? You don't want to do Challenge Cup, or not? You're not bothered?
Well, I don't have the fixtures in front of me. Let's actually run through it. I mean, why not?
If you put EPCR on Instagram, that's the page.
Yeah, I'm on Tribe.
You'll just rattle through them.
Yeah, let me just get it open.
I'll tell you the first fixture Saturday afternoon, Edinburgh versus the Bulls.
Okay, I've got it open. Ooh, banger!
Yeah. URC clash.
There's a couple of URC boys in here.
You give a prediction for that one. How seriously will the Bulls take this?
Well, they didn't play their full strength team, as far as I know, last week.
Okay.
Edinburgh has been picking up their form, and Edinburgh at home is always tough. I love that thing where, because we don't have it in South Africa with like a 14,000 seater or 10,000, whatever, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It's just vibes. I hate the Bulls, but I would love to back them.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to Edinburgh.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna be different and go with the Bulls.
Really? No, but Edinburgh knows how to make it tough at home. Like, I've seen it before.
Yeah. I mean, Edinburgh is not a team I watch as much as some of the others, so I'll take your word for it, though.
Okay. Ospreys, Leon. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about Leon.
No.
Ospreys started off horribly because they had none of their players. They were injuries all over the place, and then they started hitting form again.
Yeah.
This might be a bit biased, but I'm gonna back Ospreys because they're at home and they've picked up form lately.
Okay. I can't remember who Leon beat last week. I think it was like, I can't remember.
Leon beat
the
Sharks. The
Sharks. I'm gonna say Leon get away win over Wales just to really kick the Welsh more in the face this week. I think there's going to be a Leon win. That's what I think. Not what I hope. But I think that's what I think will happen.
No, don't lie.
No, I don't. I seriously, that's what I think.
Okay, Cardiff versus Racing.
I'm going to Connacht.
I'm not backing Cardiff on this one.
You're not?
I'll go Racing. They just got a better team overall, and Connacht has been so this season. It's hard to predict them. It is tough. Obviously, home ground advantage will be massive in all of these games.
Yeah,
but Racing's just got a bit more of aura. They've got the better players.
Yeah, and they picked up their form a bit, but I still got to say Connacht at home, I think. And then this is tasty, Casual. This is a big rivalry, this bottom one.
Okay, take the floor.
Well, Bath are the best team in the Premiership, no doubt. They messed up their Champions Cup campaign with a ridiculous B team to Benetton when they had Newcastle the week after. But anyway, they're in the Challenge Cup, and Gloucester are playing really entertaining. They're third or fourth in the Premiership. These two are big rugby rivalries. Like, they've always been in the Premiership for the last 30 years. Bath seen as like the posh ones, and Gloucester like make fun of them for being posh. It's a bit more like working class. Is that Bath? I think Bath will win, and they're going to both put out their strongest teams because you don't rest your team against each other. But it's going to be great.
Yeah, I can't see where Gloucester win this game. I have to back Bath as well. Fucking hell, I shouldn't say that because I said it about Munster. It is a massive clash. Obviously, I don't get to watch as much Prem as you, especially. But Bath, they've been pretty consistent over the past 3 seasons. Well, Gloucester got to the Challenge Cup final last season.
Yeah.
So they'll obviously want to. If you lose that final, what would a better way to bounce back than actually winning it?
They're so much better this year than last year as well. Like, they're so much better. So
where are they on the Prem?
Like fourth. They finished 9th last year. They're a good team, and they got Thomas Williams is on fire.
Who did you say you're backing?
I'm backing. If they play their strongest team, it should still be Bath. But they played each other like 3 weeks ago. And
they've got more quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm backing it on quality. When that's the thing. When you don't get to watch them week in, week out, I have to go on name. I have to go on where they're currently sitting and how they've been doing this
Well,
season.
They got your guy, Thomas Dutoy. So there you go.
Yeah, and he's been a monster.
Yeah.
We've also got Yaku Kutsia there. Finn Russell's obviously there. Ollie Lawrence is still out, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna be out for a long time.
Yeah, he's gonna be out till next season.
Yeah. Okay. No, let's go Bath.
Yeah.
I think that's fair enough. And then we'll wrap it up on that. People, please do remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Go show Jake some love on TikTok and his YouTube channel. Do stay tuned for the Discord that we'll throw out there. Can't wait for you guys to be involved and get in contact with us and see everything that everyone's up to. We do appreciate your love and support. So thank you. And bye-bye.